Today we'll see about the binary tree concept, mainly about the types of binary trees. So from the previous sessions, we saw what is algorithm, its characteristics, and the introduction to data structures and the common data structures which are available like array, linked list, stack, queue, tree, graph. We saw an overview for each data structure. And we saw data structure and its types, that is primitive and non-primitive, linear, non-linear. And we saw array introduction, types of array, one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array. We saw about the Java programs with algorithms. We started with simple programs wherein we wrote a program for check whether a number is positive or not using conditional statements, and program to check whether a number is prime number or not using for loop statements. And then we saw 1D array programs for creation, initializing, accessing, and printing elements of 1D arrays using for loops, and the sum of elements in array using for loop, and array rotation. We saw about matrix addition and matrix multiplication, which is 2D array programs. Then we moved on to the next data structure, which is linked list. Initially, we saw how list can be implemented. It can be implemented using arrays as well as linked list. There were some limitation with related to arrays. So we moved on to linked list, where we saw its definition, its representation, and an example, and types of linked list like singly linked list and doubly linked list, its definition, representation, and example. We saw a Java program for single linked list, that is insertion at the beginning of the linked list. Then we moved on to circular linked list. In circular linked list, there are two types. One is single circular linked list and double circular linked list. And we saw its representation, its example, and a Java program, which is related to single linked list insertion at the end of the list. And we saw array versus linked list with 6 scenarios, and the Java program, which is a continuation of the previous two programs. And it is about single linked list insertion after the given node. We saw the stack data structure with definition, its terminologies. Stack can be represented in two ways using arrays as well as linked list, push and pop operations, and to return the top of the stack, peak of the stack, all the operations we saw using arrays as well as linked list, its applications, and Java programs like stack operations using array and stack operation using linked list. We saw what is queue, its definition, example, terminologies, and how queue can be represented using array as well as linked list. So queue, we saw enqueue, dequeue, and how to get the rear value, how to get the front value. Then we saw the binary data structure, its introduction, the general tree format, and the binary tree format, its terminologies, and traversal of binary trees overview like pre-order, post-order, and in-order. And in the previous session, we saw about the queue programs, that is implementation of queue operation using arrays, its algorithm for each method we saw for checking queue is full or queue is empty, enqueue operation, dequeue operation to get the front value, rear value, and we saw the pros and cons. So in the binary tree data structure, we are yet to see the types of binary trees and representation of binary trees using arrays and linked list. Today's session is mainly focused on types of binary trees. Okay, so in the previous session, we saw what is a binary tree. If you see here, this is a tree is a finite collection of data that are arranged in hierarchical fashion. So we know tree which is arranged in hierarchical fashion, and all the data are stored in nodes. And the hierarchy has some properties of trees. So it has a special node called root node. For example, in a general tree like this, board of directors is a root node. in a binary tree like this, A is a root node. And we have one more property, a node is connected to other nodes through branches. So as you can see, board of directors connected to executive chairman using one branch. And you have binary trees where A is a root node and it's connected to B and C using the branches. And B is connected to D using a branch. D is connected to E is using a branch. Similarly, C is connected to F and C is connected to G and F is connected to H. As you can see, there is no intermediate connection between B and C, D and F, or E and H. If it is done like that, then it is not a tree. A tree follows a level by level structure, a hierarchy structure, where there is no intercrossing or interconnections. So, for example, in a general tree like this, board of directors is a root node. It is connected to an executive chairman with a branch, and the executive chairman are connected to managing director, director and personnel, director of finance through its branches, and managing director, marketing and handling. These are the branches. Director and personnel, general, administrative and documentation. These are the branches. So this is the second property. A node is connected to other nodes through branches. We call each element in a tree as a node. Okay, so a node is connected to other node through branches. A node can have only one parent node, which is an important point to note. For example, if you see executive chairman, it has only one parent node, board of director. If you see managing director, it has one parent, executive chairman. Director personnel, its parent node is executive chairman. Director finance, its parent node is executive chairman. And similarly, if you see here, B's parent is A, C's parent is A, D parent is B, and F's parent is C, and G parent is C, and E parent is D, H parent is F. So H is not having parent other than F. It is only connected with F. That is a unique feature of a tree. A node can have only one parent node. A parent can have any number of children nodes. Yes, if you see executive chairman, it has three children like managing director, director and personnel, and director and finance. So if you see A, which is a root node, it has two branches. That branches is connected to its children, that is B and C. B has one branch, that is D, which is connected to its children, that is child node D. And D is connected to E with a branch, and E is a child node. F and G are child or children of C. H is a child of F. So these are the key properties of a tree. Next, if you see, the terminologies are very important. So we saw siblings, grandparent, predecessor, successor, path to a node, leaf nodes, internal nodes, degree of a tree, height and forest in the previous class. This has to be remembered in order to understand the type of a tree. So in types of a tree, we have, on the basis of the structure of the tree, there are many types of binary trees. So as you saw the structure of tree, there is a root node and child node and a parent node, and each child has only one parent node, but one parent can have many children, and all the nodes are connected with branches. There are no interconnections. So on the basis of this structure of that tree, that is that hierarchical nature, there are many types of binary trees, but the most common ones I have listed here. One is strictly binary trees, skewed binary trees, complete binary tree, almost binary tree. So before that, I wanted to make sure you have to know about the degree of a node. So as you know, what is a sibling? Children of the same parent. B and C are siblings of A. So as you can see, B and C, they are siblings, right? And grandparent, that is parent of parent. Grandparent of F is A. As you can see, F parent is C, F grandparent is A. Okay. And predecessor, parent. So predecessor of F is C. So F predecessor is C because F's parent is C. And successor, it is a child. Successor of F is H. So H successor, F successor is H. So in this graph, we have parent A, children are B and C. And if you see, B's predecessor is A and B and C are siblings. And if you see, D has no sibling, D parent or predecessor is B, D grandparent or predecessor, grandparent is A, and then D successor is E. B successor is D, and C parent is A, and F parent is C, F grandparent is A, and F has a sibling G. F and G are siblings, and F child is H. C is a parent node with children F and G, and F is a parent node with child H. H does not have any sibling. So this is about siblings, grandparent, predecessor, and the successor. Now we will move on to the path to a node. So all the nodes are connected with branches. So consecutive branches from the root to the node. So path to F can be traced through A, C, and F. So if you see, if you want to go to the F, how is the path? A, this is a branch, then you have to go to C, then F. So A, C, and F, this is a path. And if you want to go from F to its grandparent, the path is F, C, and A. Yes, so this is a path. Again, A, C, and G is a path from A to G. And A, C, F, H, it is a path again from A to H. And then A, B, D is a path from A to D. A, B, D, E is a path from A to E. Next, leaf nodes. Nodes with no children, that is, degree is 0. E, H, G are the leaf nodes. As you can see, E does not have any branches. H does not have any branches. So E and H are leaf nodes. And G also don't have any branches. So G is a leaf node. In other words, we have one more thing called degree of a tree. What is the degree of a tree? It denotes the number of children a node has. Based on that, we can tell the degree of a tree. So, for example, degree of A is 2 because B and C are the children. So, degree of A is equal to 2. So, here I can write like degree of A is equal to 2, right? And then degree of B, it has only one child. So degree of B is 1. What is degree of D? It has only one child. So degree of D is 1. E does not have any children. So degree of E is 0. C has 2 children, F and G. So degree of C is 2. F has only one child. So degree of F is 1. H has no child, so degree of H is 0. G has no child, so degree of G is 0. Now, the maximum number of this tree, that is the maximum degree the tree has is 2, right? So, the degree of this complete binary tree is 2. So, that is what. So, if you take leaf nodes, we can identify that nodes with no children, or in other words, the degree is 0. Internal nodes means nodes with at least one child, that is degree which is more than 0. So A, B, C, D, F all are internal nodes other than the leaf nodes. And degree of a tree, the maximum degree of a node in the tree. So if you look at the tree, first we have to find individual nodes degree, and then you have to find out the maximum from all the degree values. Which is maximum in this tree? It is 2. So the degree of this complete tree is 2. So the degree of the tree is 3 in case of the general tree. So as you can see, board of director has 1. Yes. Executive chairman has 3. So here if you write the degree of board of directors, it has only 1 children, that is executive chairman. So it is 1 actually. And executive chairman has 3 children, so it is 3. And managing director degree is 2 because it has 2 children, marketing and handling. Director and personnel has degree 2 because it has 2 children, that is general administrative and documentation. Director of finance has no children, so it is 0. And if you look at the tree, which is maximum here, 3 is maximum. So the degree of this general tree structure is 3. That is what I've given here. Degree of the tree is 3, general tree. Degree of binary tree, which I've shown here, the maximum value is 2. So height is the depth of a node, maximum level number in the tree. The height of tree, general tree is 2. For example, if you see this is level 0, board of director, level 1, executive chairman, this is level 2, and finally we have leaf nodes. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3. So it goes like that. So we can say the height of a tree is 2, general tree. Height of binary tree is 3. So the level is 1, 2, and 3. So the forest is a set of disjoint tree with 1 node, and trees together form a forest. We can have B and C, or like this separately, like R, S, T, U, V. So combining these 2 trees, they form a forest. So these values are essential or to know the types of the tree, because degree of a tree is essential to understand the type of the binary trees. So the first one is strictly binary tree. So strictly binary tree is the degree of any node in the binary will be either 0 or 2. So if you take any node in that binary tree, the value will be 0 or 2. So take here. So we will calculate. A has only 2 children. So the degree of A is 2. And B does not have no children. So the degree of B is 0. C has 2 children. So the degree of C is 2. D has no children. So degree is 0. E has no children. So the degree is 0. So as you can see, any node in the tree, any node if you take in this tree, it has degree either 0 or either 2. That is what is told here. Strictly binary tree. The degree of any node in the binary will be either 0 or 2. Next, skewed binary tree. The height of the binary tree is the maximum number of branches in the tree. They can be skewed either to the left or to the right. As you can see, it does not have the right side, left side at all. For a right skewed binary tree, it does not have left side at all. So if you see, the degree of A is here 1. Degree of D is here 1. Degree of C is here 1. Degree of D is here 1. E does not have. So as you can see, everything is skewed on one side. Every degree is 1 because you don't have a left side subtree itself. So it is skewed. Skewed means it is biased on one side, partial to one side. So everything is skewed to the right side. And then if you see, this is skewed to the left side, to left skewed binary tree. Same way, degree of A will be 1, and B will be 1, and C will be 1, and D will be 1, and E will be 0. We cannot differentiate with the degree here. We can just tell it is skewed to the right and skewed to the left. And if you see the complete binary tree, given the height of the tree, it has maximum possible number of nodes at all. So complete, you don't have any spaces left. For example, if you see here, A has 2 children, right? A has 2 children. B has 2 children, which is D and E. C has 2 children, which is F and G. D has no children, these are leaf nodes. E has no children, these are leaf nodes. F has no children, leaf nodes. But all the parent nodes, if you see, they are complete, right? You have 2 everywhere. Since the degree of that is complete, we don't have any spaces left. As you have seen in the strictly binary tree, we have some space for B. You can add 2 nodes here after B, right? But as you can see, it is well packed here. It is a complete binary tree. So given the height of the tree, it has maximum possible number of nodes at all. So if you take the height of the tree, that is 2, you have all the nodes at all the levels, right? So you have at level 1 and level 2, all the levels you have. This is the root level, and in the first level and in the second level, all the levels are filled. That's what's given in the statement. Given the height of the tree, it has maximum number of nodes at all levels. Next is about almost complete binary tree. So almost complete binary tree. Yeah. So almost complete binary tree means in the last level, the nodes will be as far left as possible, and all other nodes will have the maximum nodes possible. For example, here you can find that some gaps here, but it's almost complete because in all levels you can have. But here it's not necessary that you should have at all levels. You can leave it blank here also. But here at maximum level it is filled, but at the last level alone it is not unfilled, only at the last level. Okay, so as you can see, the degree of A is here, 2 children, right? B and C. Degree of B is D and D, 2 children. Degree of C is F and G, 2 children. And degree of D is H and I, 2 children. Degree of E is J, so 1. And it is 1 because it has only 1 children. And degree of F, 0. And degree of G is 0. So you can find here. Here 0, H has 0, I 0, G 0. So only at the last level there is some gaps. Otherwise, it is fully filled, right? So that is what is known as complete binary tree. So we saw the 4 types, that is strictly binary tree, and then skewed binary tree, and then complete binary tree, and almost binary tree. Strictly binary tree, it's strictly binary tree because it has to follow the rule of the binary tree. Either the node should have 0 children or the node should have 2 children, right? So it will be like either it can have 0 to 2 children. So that is called strictly binary tree. So the degree of any node in the binary will be either 0 or 2. That is what is called strictly binary tree. And if you go to skewed binary tree, it is biased on one side. The height is biased to one side. So either it is right or to the left. That is what will be given here. The height of the binary tree is the maximum number of branches in the tree. So maximum number, how many branches it has, that is the height of the binary tree. So if it is skewed either to the right side or to the left side, then it is called skewed binary tree. Like it is having only nodes on the right. There is no nodes on the left. And if you see it has only nodes on the left, there is no nodes on the right. So if it has only nodes on the right, it is called right skewed tree. And if it has nodes on the left, it is called left skewed tree. In complete binary tree, given the height of the tree, you're given some height that it has number of branches like 2, it has maximum possible number of nodes at all levels. So if the height of the tree is 2, then you will have all the levels, you will have the nodes. So almost complete binary tree, In the last level, the nodes will be as far left as possible. It will fill it, and all other nodes will have the maximum nodes possible. So here it will fill all that's possible and maximum number of nodes. So that's all for today. This is a reference book. You can